Am I already on live? Oops, sorry guys. I didn't realize I pushed live. Hello, hello, hello. I'm over here pushing buttons, trying to figure out how to fix it. And good Lord, have mercy. Hello, welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and those who have yet to make up their minds. I am your host, JustJack.com. I was probably talking to myself a little while ago, wondering why I was moving so slow, but hey, I talk to myself all the time, all right? Hello, Tanya Hendricks. Hello, Angie Whitehead. Hello, Miss J. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Tanya Bird. Hey, girl, hey. If you want to share, you can push the button down there, up there, wherever this is, to share with your friends. Anne Marie LaFasia. Hey, Riz. Hey, girl, hey. You guys can share all that stuff. I'm just going to get ready. I have my class tonight, my table tipping class. Those of you guys who know, I've been tipping tables. Before, in my old days, I would dance on tables. Now I just let the spirit tip them, talking to the dead and all that kind of stuff. I'm in my new house. Oh, we were praying for your new house. Oh, good. I'm so glad. We got to catch up, Miss J. It's been a while that we talked, girl. Yeah, congratulations. All right, so let's get right into this. I've been pushing off Facebook Live and all that stuff here if you guys are interested. We've been making these. Leo's going to kill me because he ordered some and I still haven't made them. These give you energy. They are just filled with essential oils. If you want to purchase a Just Jack Chap, you guys can do that too. Lord knows we could use the money. Just kidding. And I'm also going to be putting rosemary oil. I know that we talked last time about protection and putting, really setting up your 3 feet in front of you, 3 feet above you, 3 feet below you, 3 feet behind you. What was it called? Your protection, the protection spell, as you want to call it. But recently I learned that rosemary oil is good on your wrists for protection, so you guys can use that. Hello, Pam. Hello, John Kraut. Hi, my love. Hello. Look at these nails, darling. Charisse, hello, Miss Charisse. Hey, girl, hey. Tell Auntie Odie I said hello and tell her I said my love. Auntie Odie looks good, girl. I couldn't believe. I didn't even realize. I didn't recognize Auntie Odie. So, if you guys don't have, one thing that the Reverend did mention when she was telling us about rosemary oil, she said if you don't have it, you can even visualize in your mind's eye that you're putting rosemary on. So I like to put rosemary here on my third eye chakra to protect my mind, and on my head to protect my crown chakra, and I like to put it on my heart. I always tell people, guard your heart, guard your mind. Those are the two most powerful things. That's where we'll talk about that if we get into it. I don't want to get into that. Hello, Tiffany Soma. Me and you need to chat too, girl. Hello, Miss Shira Woods. Hello. Always speaking to my heart. Well, I'm glad. I just got mine done. Oh, your nails? Guess what? These are press-ons. I just colored them blue for the funeral. We just had the funeral on Saturday, so that was kind of a closure for me, me, you know how I am. End, begin, all the same. As above, so below, as within, so without, not really bothering me. But it was an end to a crazy time in my life, but a beginning to something new. And now I can come back on, I'm refreshed and so inspired. I always have said beauty is created in death. And it's these little challenges that we kind of get faced with, that we are able to kind of grow from and kind of, put on our big girl panties and kind of just fix our crown and go and, as the kids would say, slay, darling. Slay. Let me see. Who else came in? Hello, Zach Green. Hi, my love. We do need to chat. Actually, I was doing my meditation Sunday night. Sunday night was a big night for us. We are in Are we in new moon? We're in full moon, whatever. I can't even keep up anymore. But you and Thomas came into the meditation, and whenever somebody comes into the meditation, I always try to reach out to them because that's kind of my way for, well, my guides and whatever you want to call them. The energy kind of tapping to me on my shoulder and say, hey, Queen, you should go check in on your friends. You should go check in with your pals and your chums, your students, whatever you guys want to call, whatever you guys call yourselves, right? It's great for your scalp and hair. Oh, good. Are you talking about rosemary oil? I hope so. Guard your heart, guard your mind. That's right. That's right. Hello, my beautiful friend. Hello, Jesse Marquez. You came up in my meditation as well, my love. And so, I have been meaning to call you, but you know how I am. Always a day late and a dollar short. But, hey, here I am, all right? Sue me. Sue me. Sending all the love. Thank you. Hello, Curran Alvarez. Curran Alvarez, we have been praying for you, and Elizabeth Alvarez, and of course, Baby Ocean. Sending all my love to you at the highest frequency possible. Actually, can we talk to, my dear, we need to, it's been such a long time since I've talked to you, especially, and I always love our conversations, you know. I always end up hanging up the phone, being more inspired and dreaming bigger and wanting to go out and serve more and just realizing exactly who I am and what I am actually capable of giving these people, right? Hello, William Livingston. Long time no see, my dear. Long time no see. Amanda Seals, Jack Jacobs, when you have a chance, call me. Well, you know my number. The phone line works both ways, my dear, but I would love to have a chat with you as well. I thank you. I thank your husband for Brentley Seals for that special prayer that you guys sent me. It was, it came at the perfect time. So we thank you from the bottom of our heart. Sending you lots of love. Hope you're okay. Oh, I am more than okay, darling. I am well beyond measure. I tell my aunt all the time. She says, how you doing? I said, girl, I am blessed. No, saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled. You guys know how I am. Just, you know, full of light, full of crap, full of mess, you know. Hello, somebody. It doesn't matter what all the pretty girls are saying, right? Someone out there is bound to enjoy the mess that you create. And when it comes to your soul contracts and your purpose in this life, you know, I like to say that my soul contract had one sentence, and it said, just be you, Queen, period. Just be me. And so I like just being me, and I teach people just be yourself, because those weird quirks that we try to suppress or hide are actually talents that will actually help us grow and help us to be that person that we came to this world to be, you know. So many times people are trying to put labels on themselves, and so many times people are trying to pull the wool over somebody's eyes. Darling, when you've had the patch pulled on you, you don't tolerate BS anymore. You have an eye that sees beyond the BS, and you have the peace that surpasses all understanding. So therefore, because lots of us have already had the patch pulled on us, and lots of us can smell BS a mile away, all you have is yourself, and all you can do is just be yourself. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what's going to make this world a better place. You just being you is going to allow others to just be them. And when you allow others to just be themselves, I think, when you just allow, like, if a man wants to be ignorant, let him be. If a man wants to be crazy, let him be. If a man wants to be loving, let them be, right? When you give others permission to be themselves, you give them permission to. When you give others the permission to be themselves, you give them the permission to allow you to be yourself and all your glory. All right? If you're not part of our newsletter, sign up for our newsletter at justjack.com with 2 S's. We're going to be sending out lots of stuff this summer. We have great stuff coming out. Hello, Kimberly Patton Rikus. We need to talk too. Lots of love to you, my friend. I'm so glad that you stopped in and you're able to see full moon. Okay, so we're in the full moon. So People are going to be going crazy with this full moon. Lord have mercy on our soul. Get ready. Brace yourself, Effie. We're in for a long one. If you want to share, you can share up there or share down there. Hello, Danelle Nicole. Hello, hello. Oh Lord, that's so weird. We was both talking about the full moon on Sunday night. Well, that's usually how it works, you see. That is attraction. Want to talk about law of attraction? You can't stop me from talking about anything anymore, especially now. I am not going to shut up. If you guys go back many times, I would say something. I was going to say something, but then I stopped myself. I shut myself up. Not anymore. And, you know, what I think is the people that are not meant for you, they will try to silence you. They will try to hide you away. They will try to tell you, oh, be your... Am I back? They will try to tell you, oh, be yourself. Just don't be too crazy, right? No. But the people who are meant for you, they'll listen to every word you say and they won't be able to get enough. Believe me. So let's talk about attraction. Let's talk about law of attraction, because usually what happens is we are all one. And once you understand that concept, once you grasp that concept that we are all one, then you're able to understand that we are all connected to the same source, whatever source you want to call that. Okay? So whatever you call the source, we're all connected to that same source. And even one of the kids at the funeral on Saturday, he said, do you talk to yourself? And I said, oh yes, all the time. I talk to myself all the time. And I would like to elaborate on that, because I think that when I talk to myself, I have good thoughts. So therefore, because I'm talking to myself and they are good thoughts, I am connected to that source. So all my thoughts get sent up. And when things that come up, they all come down, right? And because I'm connected to that same source that's connected to everything else, when Zach and Thomas are able to talk about the full moon, they're connected to that source, which is ultimately connected to me, right? So source comes down and says, hey, Jack taps me on the shoulder and says, hey, you may want to go give Zach a call or give Thomas a call. Ever known someone where you think about someone, you think, oh, I wonder how so-and-so is doing. Next thing you know, they give you a text message. Or next thing you know, they send you a message on the Facebook, you know? So many times I will message somebody and they will tell me, God, you come at the perfect time. How do you do it? I say, because I listen and I'm connected and I'm obedient. You see, I'm not here for success anymore. Throw it out the window. I'm not here to be successful. I'm here to be obedient. And that's what I do. And that's why, even though the whole world around me is collapsing, and excuse my French, but it's going to hell in a handbag, right? The whole world can be crumbling around me, yet I stay firm. I stay grounded. Because I think I am broken, but I'm connected. I am healing, but I have so much love to give because I'm loved and because I dig from a well that never runs dry. And that was my message on Saturday at the funeral. As cliche as it sounds, I think the whole message here is for all of us to love each other. Look at what Jonah Bear, for those of you guys who have been following the journey with us, look at how much Jonah Bear loved the world, and look at how much the world loves Jonah Bear. And it's that same love. This is what I said. It's the same love that the divine, the creator, source, God, the God source, whatever you want to call it, however you identify with it, it's that same love that has for all of us, because we are all connected, you see. And that's why it is so important, I think, if you love yourself. That's it. Love yourself. Because once you love yourself, you can start loving others. And I was even on the Facebook, I saw that there was a pride blanket, one of those ads, right? And it was a pride blanket that said, I am brave, I am bruised, I'm who I'm meant to be, this is me. And I was going to comment because I liked it. But then I read the comments, and I read the straight people who, and this is not against all straight people, you guys know I love you guys. I'm supposed to do it with my face. You guys know I love all you straight people, but a straight person had said, oh, another victim, you know. And he said something along the lines of, oh, I want to, where is the straight pride, or some bullshit like that, you know. And I thought to myself, God, you must be hurt. That is why you are trying to hurt other people. But darling, I am just Jack.com. And even though this comment may have hurt me a while back, this comment may have put me back in my foxhole, this comment may have made me, you know, crawl up into a ball and suck my thumb and wonder why people didn't like me, but not anymore, darling. Because I'm healed from that pain. I may be bruised, but I'm healed from that pain. The pain that you try to put upon me, that same pain that that somebody else has put upon you. RuPaul said this: people who are oppressed usually take on the characteristics of their oppressors. And that's what sucks. And I think it's high time that we get out of that. I think it's high time that we start loving ourselves, that we stop playing victim into this BS, that we realize, you know what? We are broken, but we can still be connected. We are healing, but we still have so much love to give. I mean, you guys are my friends. So, like I said, the law of attraction, you attract who you are. You are who you hang around with. You hang out with dumpsters, you start smelling like garbage. You start hanging around with dogs, you come home with fleas. My grandmother always says, you hang out with lowlifes, you start acting like lowlifes. Show me who your friends are, I'll show you who you are. It's all the same, you guys. It's all the same, just in different words and different analogies and different cute little anecdotes and stories. That's all it is. Like I was watching the, what is that Lady Gaga movie with Bradley Cooper? The Star is Born, right? And remember he said, a song is just, what is it? 12 notes and an octave. And with you guys, love it's just told a million different ways. 12 notes and an octave told a million different ways. Network marketing, same story, told a million different ways. Marketing, same story, told a million different ways. Business, same story, told a million different ways. Religion, same story, told a million different ways. Spirituality, same story, told a million different ways. The great thing about things that are told a million different ways is that you're part of one of those million. And you have a story to give. You have a story to share with somebody, whether you put the story into song, whether you put the story into a poem, whether you put the story into a book, whether you put the story into a Facebook Live. You have a story. Do not be silenced anymore. I think that's a really good message. Don't let anybody silence you. Who are you letting silence you? Who are you letting pull you by the ring of your nose? Is a great analogy. When people pull you by the ring of your nose, they're controlling you, right? Like a bull. You see the ox being pulled by the ring of their nose, right? Who's pulling you by the ring of your nose? Because your future can be predicted by who or what you let take control of your life. So if you're letting big sister or big brother take control of your life and shut you up, guess what? They're going to continue to shut you up. If you're letting mommy and daddy keep on controlling your life and allowing you to shut you up, guess what? They're going to keep shutting you up. If you allow the preacher at the pulpit to shut you up, I don't care who it is. People are always going to try to shut you up. Do not let them. You say no. I came with a voice, all right? I have a voice in this world and a story to tell. And as long as the blood is pumping in my veins, I'm going to go share that story, and I'm going to share myself with the world, and I am not going to be stopped. You cannot stop me. What you scared of? Really? What are you scared of, darling? And why are you scared of that? You know, fear, Kyle Cease, I remember Kyle Cease said this one time. Fear is like drawing a picture of a scary monster, placing it on your wall, and then having a dream and a nightmare about that monster. You created it. That's why it's so important to protect yourself with rosemary and to put your your bubble around you, your force around you. Put it around you. It's so important that you do that, because then that's where the darkness comes. You see. The angels, okay, let's talk about prayer real quick, because we have all been talking about prayer and all this healing and all kinds of stuff, right? The prayer, let's think about it. Prayer is just a vibration that we speak out loud, or we speak with our heart, or we speak in our mind's eye, and it's connected to everything else, yes? So it's a cute analogy to teach the children about angels, because we can't really teach children about vibration and connection. It doesn't make sense to them in their mind. That's why in Sunday school we teach children about angels, and what we do is we say we send our prayers to the angels, and that's why the angels have wings, because they fly the prayers really quickly from one person to another. They're able to move really quickly, faster than the speed of light. But the only thing that does travel faster than the speed of light is the darkness. And the darkness comes through the heart, and the darkness comes through the mind. That is why it's so important to guard your heart and guard your mind, because you are the books that you read. You are the movies that you watch. You are the music that you listen to. Whatever you feed thrives, and whatever you starve dies. And if you're constantly feeding your mind with negativity and self-destruction and manipulation and anger and all those kind of things, all those things that lead to the dark side, as Master Yoda would teach us. If you're feeding your mind with all that, darling, that's all you're going to get. That's all you're going to think of. And really, RuPaul said this too in one of her keynotes. We've traced the calls, madam, and the calls are coming from the inside. The calls are coming from the inside. Think about it. Think about it. Where does the call come from? Who's bringing that thought? Who's allowing the thought to stay in that mind of yours? Who's allowing the thought? And you know what gets me is that we know that we can immediately change our thought, change our life, right? So we do. But we come right back to that stupid thought that does not serve us. We come right back to that stupid thought that just keeps us held captive. It just keeps us held captive. There is a word that my brother-in-law has been saying. Perspective. Great word. One of my favorite words is perception, darling. Barbara Marciniak teaches about perception. Perception, the way you see things. Perception can either keep you captive or set you free. How are you looking at things? How are you really looking at things? Think about it. It's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. You are the creator of your reality. Take ownership of it. Today, my godson was saying something, and I said, I wonder when we are finally going to take responsibility and just say, I take ownership for the stuff that I'm saying. I take ownership for the thoughts that I think. I take ownership for the way I feel. It's mine. Nobody else has the ability to. Nothing external from me can affect me internally unless I allow it. Unless I allow it. Write that down. Nothing external from me. People say, oh, the devil comes and he's, the devil is messing with me. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's your own thoughts, your own mind, your own evil energy that you allowed in. Quit blaming the devil. It's easy to play the blame game. It's so easy to play the blame game. It's so much more easier to play the blame game and blame the devil and blame that person and blame that person and blame that person. But you know what I think? I think the strongest people are the ones who can identify their bullshit and then call themselves out on it. And then realize, okay, here's my truth. Now, what am I going to do in this moment in time, in this time, space, reality to make sure that I change it? So that way, make sure that this craziness that's going on in my head never happens again. Ooh, I'm getting a little carried away. Please forgive me. Let's see. Let me draw my jawline real quick before I go to the school and start tipping tables and talking to the deceased. Hello, Miss Mary Fonseca. Hello. Well, that's a blast from the past. Miss Mary used to work with me at the preschool. She used to give me rides to the preschool when I was a youth. Um, I will give you 40 hours to call me or I will sue you. I have great news. I know you appreciate it, of course, inspired by you. I love you. I love you so much, Jesse Marquez. I hope you're still in here. And sue me. I have a great lawyer. Hello, Joey Maria Neal. Oh my gosh, if it isn't my first love, if you guys want to share, go ahead and share down there or up there. Joey Marie Neal, my very first love in first grade. She taught me how to eat a kiwi. And she was one of my very first friends, and I was just in love with Joey Neal. You know, if I was straight, I'd bring home a chocolate girl just because of Joey Neal. I hope you're still in here. Lots of love to you, my friend. Thank you for being my friend after all these years. Hello, Monica Colburn. Hello. I'll pick you up and your baggage and my weed too. Don't forget the weed. That's very important. Weed is actually changing so many people. I think it was Cheech Marin or one of those, Cheech and Chong, one of them, that the way the weed craze has been going on and the CBD and the cannabis and the cannabinoids and all kinds of stuff, it's allowing the truth to come out. And if there's one thing that you can't argue with, it's the truth. You can try to quote old texts and you can try to say, well, this is what I learned and this is what I believe. Your beliefs are just things that you have been told over and over. Your beliefs are just things that people have prayed into you, that they have beaten into you, that you have told yourself over and over and over and accepted them as truth. But a belief and a truth, two very different things, darling. Will is watching with me. Hi, baby Will. Good to see you guys. Thank you guys for coming. Anna Hernandez. Hi, Jack. I need some chapstick. Okay. I'll hook you up with some Just Jack Chap. And if you guys need some Just Jack Chap, and don't forget these little inhalers too that give you energy and raise the vibration up in here. Go ahead and put a 3 in the comments or just message me and tell me what you wanna order. I'm not supposed to be promoting anything, but hey, I'm already being sued by Jesse Marquez. Another lawsuit isn't gonna hurt me, right? Har, har, har. Now I'm celebrated. I'm glad that you're celebrated. Hello, Megan Keiser. Hello, Stacy Sims. Stacy Sims, thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you have done. All the inspiration, all the prayers, all the love that you have given to my family. Everything. I mean, from the bottom of my... Eric Cavell Brown said I'd kill me, but the bottom of my black gay heart, I love you, Stacy Sims. Thank you for being a friend of mine, and cheers. Cheers, Stacy Sims. Cheers to the future. Can't wait to see where you're going. Can I just give a shout out? Since Stacy Sims, and I don't know if Zach is still in here, but it's so funny because Stacy Sims, if I may talk about you, Stacy, she came to work with me and we were talking, we were having a conversation, and just like all leaders, most leaders I talk to have had this conversation with me, so don't feel bad, Stacy Sims. Lots of you guys who are on here probably had the conversation with me too. She said something very important. She said, my leaders have not asked me to go and give a training. And I said, okay, that's fine, but perception, you can look at it that way. But now let me ask you this, girl. When's the last time you asked your leaders if you could step up and give a training? And this is what I ask you guys. For those of you guys who are thinking this, and those of you guys who may be in the same boat, when's the last time you asked your leader, can I step into my high heel shoes of leadership and give a training on this, or this, A, B, C, or D? When's the last time? She said, I haven't. And I said, I think you should. Next thing you know, it was a Saturday morning. I'm at the house and I'm typing on my computer, and it says Stacy Sims is live. And I thought, oh shoot, look at her. She didn't waste no time going out there. What did she do? She listened to what I said. The only thing I would recommend is make sure you ask your leaders before you go live, but she just went live. And who am I to say no? Listen, I'm Jack. I'm the one who's on a. I've always said this. I've always said this. Listen, I'd rather ask for permission. I mean, I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission, because permission, I'm likely to get a no. But if I ask for forgiveness, I can do what I want to do because I'm going to do what I want to do anyways, right? I can go do what I want to do it wholeheartedly, and then the person can come and say, "Oh no, I don't like that," and usually they don't. Usually they say thank you. Usually they say, when are you going to come back again? So, great job, Stacey Sims. Let's give some hearts for Stacey Sims for just getting into action and being fearless and being herself unapologetically. All right? Lots of love to you, Stacey Sims. Hello, Mary Knox. Hey, girl, hey. Lauren Central Arrington. Hey. Hey, Lauren. Hey, girl, hey. Being a servant for a higher purpose, very important, very important. Just because, remember this too, just because we are service providers does not mean that we are their servants. Very important, because you can lead with the servant's heart, and you can give your all, and that's it. Just give. Put mirrors around you, mirrors that reflect out, which says, I'm going to give whatever I have to you, and I give it freely. I hope you take it freely. But if you don't like it, that's on you. Throw it in the wastebasket. Delete the email. Send it to hell where it belongs. Do what you want to do. But I'm going to keep on giving myself to this world because I came for my purpose to just be me, and that's what people are going to get. And if they don't like that, they can. There's a block and delete button on social media, right? If I'm in front of them face to face, they don't have to sit there and listen to me. They can turn around and walk away, right? How big is the gun that I'm holding up to these people's head that says, here, you have to stay here and listen to me? Psh, please. Most of the time, I'm just talking out of my butt anyways. Who cares? Okay, so true. I didn't like people. However, once I started loving on me, I started loving on them. So true, so true. Love yourself. RuPaul says, if you can't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen up and her? Okay. I gotta put on some lashes and oh shoot, I gotta go. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so late for my class. All right, lots and lots and lots of love. Sorry I can't get to the rest of the comments. Lots of loves, you guys. Oh, pray that time stops. Bye, Felicia. Oh, sign up for our newsletter at justjack.com, JUSSTJACK.com, and share this with your friends, all that fun stuff. I will see you guys on the flip side. I'm sending an email tonight. Oh, actually, the email already got sent, so check your email. Bye, Felicia.